everyone, welcome back to Foodable Smart Kitchen. My name is Nati Toro and I'm your plant-based chef. And today I have a special guest. We have Dustin Harder from the Vegan Roadie, and we're gonna make an amazing, delicious, super cool vegan nacho recipe. But before we get started, I would like to hear from Dustin about the Vegan Roadie. How'd you get started and how's it going?
Sure, yeah. Vegan Roadie started in 2014. We have 3 seasons now, so we've done 2 in North America and then 1 in Italy last year. Started because I just felt like there wasn't anything like it on TV, so I wanted to deliver television quality content for free to sort of bridge the gap for people who were intimidated by veganism and make it more accessible to people who already were vegan, and then excite people who were just curious about it. So I've visited some really great places, met some really cool chefs, and ate some amazing food along the way.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, people fully accepting creative food and the purpose of it and what it can do for them and the environment, all that stuff like that, and they're getting excited about it, so it's really cool to see.
The Simple Vegan Cookbook.
Yes. The Simply Vegan Cookbook has 150 recipes with 2 variations on each, so there's 450 recipes.
Wow.
And I designed it for someone who's curious about veganism, someone who is maybe even just curious about cooking and has never gotten in the kitchen before, but it's also for the veteran vegan to give some like new ideas to stuff, and that's the reason for the 2 variations. I like to encourage people to play with their food. Food is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Not so strict.
So I want people to sort of like make a recipe once, and then if they like something else in it, if they're like, oh, maybe this would be better with, black olives instead of green olives, or, Kalamata. Like, I want them to play with it and just like incorporate their own favorite ingredients in it, and with stuff that we already have in our pantries at home. That's sort of the best part of it, and these recipes break down in that fashion. And things in a restaurant that you wouldn't even maybe make at home, I've tried to make easy in this book, like a nice hearty plate of nachos that can be easily veganized.
So first up on our recipe is the sour cream, right?
Yes, let's get started.
Great.
Can you hand me that blender over there?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna do a cashew base on this one, but you can do a coconut milk version, so you can go nut-free if you want to, if you have allergies, or if you don't want, because both the sauces are made with cashews, so maybe you only want one made with cashews, but we're gonna do both with cashews today because cashews are magic and dreamy and I love them. So we're gonna start with the 1 cup of cashews right there, if you can add that to there, my dear. And then we're going to do juice of 1 lemon. And also this 1/2 cup of water if you want to toss that in there. And then this 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar if you want to toss that in for us there. And you want to soak your cashews overnight so that they soften up, as you know.
Yes.
And if you run out of time, you don't have time to do that, you can boil them for 10 minutes and then drain them. Does the same thing, but I highly suggest soaking them overnight. It's a lot better.
They're great.
And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 2 little healthy pinches there. Let's blend it up.
Yay!
And you're gonna let it go for about a minute or 2. And the cool thing about this too, sour cream, the cashew base, when you put it in the fridge, it sort of like solidifies.
Yes.
So if you want a thicker sour cream, you can make this the night ahead and then put it in a container. And like I said, there's 2 variations in the book on each recipe. One of my favorite variations of this sour cream is a French onion dip, where you just put some spices into this, and then you set it overnight. So that's another variation you have in the book.
All the flavors.
Yes.
Yummy. That's why I love cashews, because they're just so versatile, and
you can do anything with them.
Take all the flavors in. They're so mild and they're amazing.
It's like a blank canvas.
Yeah, they're amazing.
For you to like do whatever you want with. And you want to get raw cashews too. How are we doing over there?
We're at 1 minute 50.
Oh, it's got a timer on it.
It does have a timer. I love this blender.
Oh, I'm about to get one of these. My Vitamix does not have a timer. Just right.
Oh my God.
Perfect. I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about this book too. You can add things on as you want. Like the recipe doesn't call for avocado, but there is a supreme version in there where you can make the guacamole in the book. You can add that on there. So all sorts of things.
So the sour cream was really delicious.
Thank you.
What are we doing next?
We're gonna do the easy cheese sauce next, and there's 3 variations in the book. So you can do a mozzarella version, a queso version, or the version we're gonna do, the nacho version.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Great. So let's start. What are the ingredients for this?
So we're gonna start for the easy cheese sauce, nacho cheese version. Again, with some delicious cashews. We've got 1.5 cups of cashews there. Yum, yum. So we're gonna add those to the blender. And then we're gonna do 1.5 cups of just water here, simple water. 1 lemon again. Gives us that nice tangy touch that we always like in our cheese, right? So let's go ahead then and we're gonna add the nutritional yeast. So that is a 1/4 cup nutritional yeast.
Great.
And then we're gonna do this right here, which is 1 teaspoon onion powder and 1 teaspoon sea salt. Great. And then, the lovely miso and tomato paste here. So 1 tablespoon of each.
I would have never thought to put tomato paste in mine.
The great thing about the tomato paste is that it sort of gives us the nice little hint of yellow color. So it'll do that and it gives a little depth to the flavor as well. And then, so we're gonna blend this. We're not gonna put the taco seasoning in right away. We're gonna put it in towards the end so that we still get the little specks of like taco seasoning in there. We don't just blend it all in.
High speed as well?
High speed. High speed, as high as we can go, mama.
All right.
All right, so let's take a look.
Taste.
And, ooh, nice and creamy and smooth. So let's take a taste of it without the taco seasoning.
Perfect.
So you can get a little hint of what the easy cheese sauce is just by itself. I love this sauce because you can also use it for a macaroni and cheese base if you want. It's like, it's literally, if you mix this up with pasta, you're gonna have mac and cheese. All you gotta do is boil the pasta next and you've got mac and cheese. So now though, we're gonna make the nacho cheese. Let's go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. So we're just gonna add that in and we're gonna blend it up just maybe for like 10-15 seconds.
Perfect.
And it's perfect. A subtle little, just like hint of a little nacho flavor.
Ooh, yeah.
Set it on the side. And you see the Vitamix has heated it up a little bit, so we'll have a nice and warm cheese to put over our nachos when we're ready to go there. Okay, so we have all of our components ready for the Quinoa Nacho Supreme. So I wanted to make something special, and I used I Heart Quinoa for this because it's already toasted.
Oh,
so it
nice.
has a nice, like, natural, nutty flavor to it already. Yeah, it brings it out. And I mix that. When I make it, I put it in the pot with, it's a 1/4 cup quinoa with a little bit of water, some salsa, a little bit of soy sauce or tamari for that nice...
Gluten-free if you wanted it.
Yep,
Okay,
gluten-free with tamari, but nice deep, rich flavor. And then a little bit of chili powder in there too, spice things up a bit. But it gives you that sort of like heartiness that you want on your nachos. If you're trying to substitute the meat, the quinoa is a nice option. So let's
there you
build
go.
some nachos, yeah?
Yay!
All right, so 1 layer of nachos we'll start with. Help me out.
Yum.
Great, so we'll do 1 layer like this. And we start things off just using everything we have. So we're gonna do some quinoa, and it's okay if things are spotty because you know how that is on nachos. You want a little bit of everything everywhere, and then you're gonna scoop things up with your chips as you go along.
That quinoa smells so
Doesn't
delicious.
that smell good? It
Like,
smells so
I wanna eat the whole
good.
thing.
Give her a little spoon. Take a little taste of that before it's even on there. Just see like the difference that it makes in that.
Oh my god.
And now, let's do some black beans. Then some tomatoes here.
Yummy.
And I seeded the tomatoes just because I wanted to take the juice out of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my nachos to get soggy. So, and then I really love a pop of color on nachos. This was inspired by several restaurants I've gone to on my travels.
Yes.
They've done some purple cabbage on their nachos, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I have to do that. So now people can do it at home. And our delicious nacho cheese sauce.
So good too.
And I just drizzle it on like this, and it's still warm from the blender, so you've got a nice, like, warm cheese sauce to put on here.
I can't wait to try this.
Yes. We're gonna do another level.
Another layer. Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
Quinoa Nacho Supreme,
So
baby.
the better, the more levels, the better.
Yes, the more levels, the better.
right.
So you can like bring this out to the party and let everybody just dig in. So again, we're just gonna like pile it on here. Black beans again.
Those tomatoes look so yummy.
I just love how that cabbage is gorgeous in color, and also it adds another crispy level to it.
Yeah,
So you've got all these textures, right?
Pour it over.
Yes.
Yum.
And then we're gonna do a big blob of sour cream in the middle right there like that. And then
There's mine.
my favorite part here is to splash it with some scallions.
Yummy.
And there we have it.
Yeah.
So beautiful. So many colors. Just purple, green, the cheese, the sour cream. I just love it. They're so tasty. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's dig in.
Yes.
It's all come together.
Oh, yum. Okay.
I want a piece with everything
That's
on
exactly what I'm looking for. Ooh.
You gotta it's
got all of
like
it.
choose your own adventure with nachos. You gotta scoop up the
Yummy.
good stuff before everybody else does.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, one whole bite. Really delicious.
Thank you.
I like the sour cream, and then queso is like perfect. And cheese is delicious, and the colors and the quinoa with the salsa and the spicy in the back.
Yeah. Makes it pop.
All the flavors. Amazing. Really, really delicious. Thank you so much
Oh
for
my
sharing
gosh.
this recipe with us.
Thank you. I'm so glad you were here to make it with me and try it.
I can't wait to continue your adventures as the
Yes.
Vegan Roadie and watch where you're going next. Maybe you come to Colombia and we'll do a Vegan Roadie in Colombia. That would be fun.
Sounds like an adventure to me.
That would be cool. So make sure you pick up the Simply Vegan Cookbook. And where do we follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Vegan Roadie. And of course, check out the Vegan Roadie YouTube channel. We've got 28 episodes for everybody to watch, me going around North America and Italy. And like you said, the book is available everywhere books are sold.
Great, amazing. And the recipe will be up on the blog. If you have any questions or any feedback, you can reach us out at producer@foodabletv.com. And we're so excited to keep sharing with you guys more recipes that are plant-based that you can incorporate in your menus and your restaurants. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.